Hey everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a passive gold farm in Palworld's 1.0 update. And the best part about this is it does not require you to do any breeding in the game, and you can get a ton of gold coins by doing this method. And we'll also be getting high quality cloth, which is required for a lot of different recipes. Now, the reason that this works so great is that all you have to do is show up at your base and collect your money. When you do the other versions of these, where let's say you slaughter a bunch of Doom Mud guilds, this requires you to come to your base, hatch a bunch of eggs, and then go through the process there. So I will have linked in the comments a way to do that to get a lot more gold. However, this is passive. You just show up at your base and you get your money. So the way that I like to do this is we need to have one setup for food, so this can be fully self-sufficient, and then basically just fill the base with Sybil X. So this right here is what the base looks like. So nice even spread between Sybil X Primo and Sybil X. You can go with either of these, though you don't have to take one or the other. I just went with this for testing purposes, and they drop the same amount. Now, max condensing them will give them a better return on investment. But you don't really need that. You can also go for work speed here, as this will actually impact the amount of items that you get from the ranch, so you're going to have them working quicker. I also like to pop on a quiver and botan here, so that we got planting, gathering, as well as transporting, which is nice, and he also does a little bit of handiwork if you need that. I also have a Falorous Aqua, which will further do transporting, so that we make sure that we're getting all these items into the correct location as quickly as possible, and it'll also water our plants for us. And then I also have Mimog here, which can do some gathering as well as transporting, and it is the fastest transporter in the game. So we have a self-sufficient setup here with a bunch of pals. Now, one other thing is I would recommend grabbing Vampiric here so they continue to work throughout the night. And I also have the Remarkable Craftsmanship, Demon's Hand, and Artisan here, which will give you additional work speed. Now, if you're looking for just a regular Sybil X, that's all you really need. We are going to be coming over to the Frozen Mountains section of the game right here, and there's one that'll spawn right there, so you can look for it here. And for Sybil X Primo in the World Tree, this is the location here that you will find it, so you can go hunting in this spot. Now, the base setup doesn't matter a whole lot. I just have this here so we have a wall to protect against this, because this is a kind of vulnerable. We do have some strong pals here, but the thing is we want to just have them focusing on working. Now, you can set their beds somewhat nearby. I like to do this tower setup because for whatever reason, pals will connect via Bluetooth and do their duties, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But you can see here with Fowler's collecting everything, throwing it into the chest, so you just have to put down 3 ranches. You can even just go with 2 here if you want a smaller setup, and they're just going to graze and give you a ton of high quality cloth and go grab food when they need it, and this just ends up working well. Quiver and Botan is also pretty solid at doing other things, so if you want to gather ore or others, you can also have it doing that as well, just to give you a bit of extra resources while you're going. And then to sell everything, you're going to want to come on over to the small settlement. Now, what's even greater about this is you can capture one and keep it at your base. So yeah, when you're at the small settlement, you're literally just going to come here and capture the merchant that's just down in the middle right here. So go ahead, toss a pal sphere at it, you'll get a bounty, you can run away, and then that'll be fine. It is very much worth you doing this because you can get a ton of time saved by just going ahead and selling all the cloth here. So yeah, it does end up being a lot quicker to do the Doom Mud Guild, but you can get an insane amount of cloth here for no time at all. Just go and sell it. And this is the most passive method. You'll also need the high quality cloth for some recipes too, so it's a kind of 2-in-1 farm here. But let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Subscribe if this is useful, and I hope you guys all have a great day.